Hi, everyone. Um, DOI numbers are somewhat new. They're really a great idea, and I think that APA now requires a DOI number for every research article that you post in your reference section, but there's still a little bit of ambiguity around this. I expect that when that seventh APA manual comes out, it will be very clear. In the meantime, for those of you who have references without DOI numbers, you do need to go back and check those. Your committee will ask you to do that, and you may as well just bite the bullet and do it. It's going to take some time. So here's an example. Here's a great article. In fact, this may be an article that you just want to hang on to and tuck away somewhere. What if your response rate is not as high as you want it to be in your dissertation? Here's a great article by Duncan Nolte about what can be done, just kind of talking about response rates and helping you to persuade your reader that, yeah, this isn't just my problem. This is a problem for everyone. So if you are going to cite this article in your paper, you've got to have this DOI number right here, and it starts with DOI. So if you can see this, let me highlight it here on the so I've highlighted in blue here on this PDF, and that's often what you'll have. You'll have your PDFs. If you're using EndNote or Zotero, then this DOI number almost always is included, which is nice. So I'm going to try to copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this number. Let's assume that I've got a dissertation, a citation, but I didn't put this number. Let me paste it in here. Okay, so here's how it pastes for me. Almost always you're going to need to fix this a little, right? Because you're probably using Times New Roman. That's generally the best font to use for your dissertation, 12. And then here, interestingly enough, DOI needs to be in small letters. So DOI. And sometimes Word will try to automatically capitalize that for you, but no, you just want DOI, the colon. You don't need a space here, and you want it to look like that. You do not want it to be underlined, and likewise, you do not want, let me go back to the article here, you do not want this entire reference here. You don't want the HTTPS, the slashes here, or the .org. Notice that this reference is to the exact same DOI. So if you were to copy this, if you could find this in your paper, oh, excuse me. Okay, and copy this right here. So if I could copy this link and paste it in, then I could go in and just change it. Take out certainly the live link, because in our references, we cannot have anything in blue. We cannot have anything that's underlined that's live. If you export things from Zotero or EndNote, they all have to be exported just as words and not as links and not with any live capabilities. In other words, we should not be able to just click on this DOI and have it take us to the page. Instead, now it becomes something that we can copy and paste into the library website. And if I copy and paste this into the library website, it will pull up the Nolte article for me really easily. But let me take you now. So here's the hard work that you need to do. Let's say you've cited Nolte, you've got the whole citation, but you don't have a DOI. Then you need to come in here into our library. This is the UW library website, and just look for that article. And once you find that article here, without even clicking on it, you really don't have to click on it because you already have it. Come over here to where it says cite this item. And when I click on the citation up here, I'm going to go in and choose APA. Okay, so here's my APA citation, and here is the DOI right here. So a quick copy right here, and then a quick paste, and you can just paste it on to the end of the citation you already have. Let's see how it pastes there. Okay, then just go in and make sure it's the same font and size as the rest of your paper. Then come back to the library website. Here it is again. Then I just go ahead. Sometimes I get in the habit of, as soon as I download something, I copy this entire citation, I paste it right into my reference list, and then I don't have to worry about it in the future. But you can cancel this. Now I've got the DOI. Move down my list of references. Okay, what's the next article? And let's pretend here I wanted to get in and find a really old article for you. Let's pretend like I'm citing, okay, I'm citing, excuse me, I misspelled it. Here's a very seminal author. Let's say I want to use, these are authors about him. So let's say this one right here. This actually is not in English, but okay, this is an older article from 1995. It's possible that this article, and let me go back to it right here, does not have a DOI. Okay, so let's just check, and sadly, you're going to have to go through and check some of these. Okay, no, this does not have a DOI, and your committee will know that. They'll say 1995, that was 23 years ago. That was before we routinely assign DOIs. Some journals have gone back and assigned DOIs to older research articles, so you may have to check. But for this one, you're safe not having the DOI. I know that when I see an article coming from the last 5 or 10 years, that yes, there will be a DOI assigned. There are a couple of journals out there that are not, they're not A or B, maybe even they're not widely accepted and used journals. They don't show up in very many libraries. Those also may publish recent articles without DOIs. So as I look at your papers, I'll make some educated guesses about whether or not I think, oh, that is AERA. I know that article's got a DOI, and I'll take points off for that. But if it's a very obscure article from a long time ago, like this one is from 1969. This one most likely does not have a DOI. Let's just check APA, and here we go. No DOI. Plus foreign articles. I'm not sure that all foreign journals have been as up to date on assigning DOIs as some of our American journals. Anyway, that's my best advice for finding DOIs. Thank you for doing that extra work. What I'm hoping is once you include them in your reference list, you've got them. You own them, and you can bring them to the table when you submit your proposal and you're sitting before your committee. So good luck with that, and thanks for watching.